Ghost Protocol Ray the Station Clock Season 3 Episodes 7, 8, 9 Ghost Protocol A different city. Constant rain. A man alone in a cafe. After T2, he disappeared. Everyone thought he was resting. No one rests like that. Ray has been in Seattle for 22 months. No agency. No official name. Just a network of 4 people. K and Reno. 2 more in cities that don't matter yet. Sitting in the same cafe every morning. Back table. Black coffee. Laptop open. Tracking Bishop since before anyone knew Bishop existed. Because Ray knew earlier. At Cole's trial. A name mentioned only once. A lawyer crossed it out immediately. The judge ignored it. Ray didn't. Ray wrote it on a napkin. 22 months later, that napkin is still in his pocket. The phone vibrates. Message from K. L is inside. Bishop moved the review up. 4 days. Ray leaves the cafe. Types quickly. Is she okay? For now. Does she know you work for me? A long pause on the other end. She's known since last night. Ray closes his eyes. That changes everything. He calls L directly. 2 rings. Ray, L says. Flat voice. You've been tracking Bishop for 2 years. Without telling me. Ray looks out the window. Because the last time someone knew too much too soon. Nina, L says. Nina. Ray confirms. Long pause. That's not a good enough reason. L says. I'm sorry. Apologies aren't useful to me right now. I know that too. How much do you know about Bishop? L asks. Enough to destroy him. But only from the outside. I need what's inside. Level 7. Is that why you put K in? And is that why I ended up in Reno? Longer silence. Did you put the note in the bar? Low voice. Dangerous. Were you the one who told Bishop where I was so he could find me? Visual. Ray. Tense face. Looking at the cold coffee. He doesn't answer. L's voice is ice. Did you use me as bait? Ray didn't answer that night, nor the next. On the 3rd day, L received an envelope under the door of her room in Bishop's building. No sender. Inside was a photo. In Seattle. Date, yesterday. And on the back, he didn't place the note. Reeves. Reeves. The envelope. The photo of Ray. The name Reeves on the back. Ray didn't use her. Reeves did. Why did Reeves need Bishop to find L? L doesn't call Reeves. She doesn't call Ray. She thinks alone. That's the first thing you learn when you've been inside too long. Before reacting, think. Why did Reeves need Bishop to find L? One possible answer. Reeves works for Bishop. Too obvious. Bishop doesn't need Reeves to find anyone. Another answer. Reeves needed L to enter the organization. Because Reeves can't enter alone. Why can't he enter alone? Because Bishop knows him. L stands up. That's it. Bishop and Reeves know each other. She pulls out her phone. Calls K. I need information on Reeves. What kind? His history with Bishop. Brief silence. Give me an hour. 40 minutes later, K appears at her desk. Walks past her without looking. Leaves a folded paper on the table. Keeps walking. L opens it slowly. 1 line. Reeves and Bishop. Same agency. 25 years ago. They split badly. L folds the paper. Burns it in the bathroom. That afternoon, she calls Reeves. I know you placed the note in the bar, and I know you've known Bishop for 25 years. Longer silence. Where are you? In a safe place. There's no safe place inside Bishop's network. Then the least unsafe one. Reeves breathes. Bishop and I worked together for a long time. We built part of the network Cole later used, so you're part of this too. Tense voice. I left 15 years ago, because Bishop crossed a line I couldn't cross. What line? Very long silence. Nina wasn't the first. Broken voice. Before Nina, there was someone else. Listening. My daughter. Total silence. 5 seconds. Bishop killed your daughter. She was 21. She discovered too much. Just like Nina. L closes her eyes. Is that why you've been looking for him for 15 years? That's why I used you. Broken voice. I'm sorry, L. There was no other way. 1 second of humanity. How old was your daughter? 21. What was her name? Long pause. L hangs up. She stays alone in the bathroom of Bishop's building. Mirror in front of her. She looks at herself. She thinks about Nina. She thinks about Claire. She thinks about all the people Bishop erased like calculation errors. Then she makes a decision. She won't wait for level 7. She'll accelerate everything. Level 7L. Determined face. Walking down the hallway of Bishop's building. How many more? L decided to stop counting and start acting. The plan. L calls K that night. I need to reach level 7 before the review. That's impossible. 3 days left. I didn't ask if it was possible. K pauses. What you have in mind? Bishop wants to be impressed. I'm going to give him something he doesn't expect. Information only someone at level 7 could have. Where do you get it? From Ray. Ray has been tracking Bishop from the outside for 2 years. Elle says he has data Bishop doesn't even know exists. If you give Bishop information about his own operation, he'll think I'm invaluable, and he'll raise my level himself. It's risky. Everything that works is risky. Kay breathes. Talk to Ray. I'll prepare access. RAYL calls Ray. I need what you have on Bishop. If you give that to Bishop, I know what I'm doing, because if Bishop detects that information comes from outside, he won't. Trust me. Long silence. The last time I trusted someone blindly. Ray starts. Elle cuts him off. And I'm still asking you to trust me. Ray doesn't respond immediately. Elle waits. What exactly do you need? Ray finally says, the accounts. The real numbers, the ones you tracked. If Bishop recognizes them as his, he will. That's the point. I don't understand. You will later. Do you trust me or not? 10 seconds of silence. I'll send everything in an hour. Bishop the next day. Elle requests a meeting with Bishop. Off schedule. Bishop receives her in his private office. Slightly impatient. I understood the review is tomorrow, he says. I wanted to show you something first. She places a folder on his desk. Bishop opens it, flips through it, goes back to the first page, reads slowly, very slowly. Where did this come from? Low voice. From someone who's been monitoring your operations from the outside for 2 years without you knowing. Bishop looks up. That's impossible. And yet, Elle points to the folder. There it is. Bishop looks at the numbers. His numbers, documented. First crack in his calm. Who is it? Someone who is no longer a problem. Elle says, I took care of it. Bishop studies her. Very long. Elle doesn't look away. How did you take care of it? I gave him false information in exchange for this. Now he thinks he works for us. Bishop closes the folder, leaves it on the desk, stands up, walks slowly around his desk, stops in front of Elle. Review cancelled, he says. Excuse me? You don't need a review. Level 7, starting tomorrow. Still face. Inside. Everything explodes. Thank you. Bishop puts a hand on her shoulder. Nina was right about you. Elle doesn't react. Did you know her well? She asks, neutral voice. Better than she knew. That's why it was a shame. Elle nods slowly, picks up her folder, leaves the office. Firm steps, still face. She enters the bathroom, locks the door, looks at herself in the mirror. Elle in the mirror, different eyes. One brown. Level 7, now to destroy everything. That night Kay sends her a message. Level 7 has a room that doesn't appear on any building map. No one knows what's inside. Only Bishop enters. Pause. And this morning, Bishop asked you for the key.